up real quick.
I think like the anger, like you said, comes with the swing. I feel like it just, I mean, it's a competition, so.
Yeah.
I mean, competitiveness between everyone is obviously gonna like get that, you know?
Yep.
Like everyone's gonna be battling each other, so I guess I can understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, sometimes with that, I mean, anyone that's been involved in sports or something real competitive, you can feel that kind of, adrenaline going through you, and I mean, not everyone can do it. So, all right, the next thing we're to do, blend with this and go from there. You can see, I asked, wait for the end of class to answer these questions. Do you believe that physical education was required in high school? All right, we were talking about how sports can be good and bad and things like that. Obviously, I'm going to be a future physical education teacher, and your opinion matters to me. So what I want you to do right now, I'm going to give you about 3 or 4 minutes to write down something, and then we're going to go around the class, share some opinions, and go from there. All right?
Yep.
Fantastic. All right, let's head down.
Let's do work.
Do you think physical education should be required in high school?
Let's do this on our own, please.
I don't do good on my own with that.
I think you would do great. Why?
Okay, what is sport?
What is life?
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
You're really done with that question, Bobby. Thanks, cool.
I haven't sneezed yet. Stop taunting me.
Bob.
All right, about another minute. This one's by yourself because it's remain quiet.
That's not. Valero. You're going towards high school on 23.
Is it everything to
Jefferson Ward.
Yeah. Jefferson Lake.
All right, is there anyone that's still working on this question? I think everyone's pretty much about done. All right, let's go back to our original seats. So if you're in a group, turn around, face the front, please.
Oh my God. Do you guys realize who your father was?
All right. All right, let's, can I have your attention, please? What we're going to do here, has anyone ever heard of pop-up debate?
I've heard of Popeye.
All right, a little bit different than that.
Was you actually a woman?
There's no spinach here, no. What we're going to do is, hey, Wyatt, let's focus, please. All right. what we're doing is called pop-up debate. What we have up here is someone is going to go and state what they felt about the question, the first person. The next person to go is just the first person that pops up out of their seat. All right, everyone's going to go at least once. What you're going to do is restate what was said. You're going to say whether you agreed or disagreed with it, and then your view. Obviously, like I said, it doesn't have to be anything long. The main thing, participation. All right, and obviously be respectful. Don't get up and say that someone's completely wrong. Just say I agree, I disagree, something like that. Obviously, like I said, restate what they had to say. So if I make a comment about it, and Jalen's the first one to pop up, he'll, just like that, he'll feel that's a good pop up. He'll say, Mr. Moore thought this and that, I agree, I don't agree with this, in my opinion is this.
So
Yes,
3, 2, 1, kind of countdown thing?
No, pretty much just whenever someone pops up, if there's a tie, one person go over the other, first person to pop up, we'll start talking.
Okay,
What? Go ahead, you start us off?
sure.
You're opinion on physical education.
Do I come up here and sort
No, just from your seat actually. You'll just pop right up out of your seat.
All right. I believe physical education should be required in high school, but as a part of history. So we know we back then we used to exercise.
True. Dylan? Someone pop up, see what they want to do from there.
It's going to take a while, but eventually evolution is going to change us to the fact where we can consume a lot of food without getting fat, but we still can't consume everything we want. We have to, there are limits.
All right, I would agree. Wyatt had to say that he believed physical education should be part of history, and I agree with that. I think that that could be a very important part of history. Physical and athletics has been around since the dawn of time, and I think that's very important. With that being said, I believe that physical education as more a physical aspect in school should be required, so kids can learn lifelong physical fitness.
Can I say one thing, please?
Go
You know
ahead.
how, like, the reason why we have to stay active is because back then, like when we were hunters and gatherers and we were always on the move. You know, we don't do that much anymore. So we have to somehow change our bodies to adjust to like a non-always active lifestyle, because like otherwise we have to be like, in order to really truly be fit, we have to go around gathering food from other people's houses or something. Like hunter-gatherers.
And that's actually, a great point though. What he's saying is that, physical education, that's what teaches you different activities to do throughout your life, whether it's any type of sport or any just running and stuff like that, and how to eat healthy, everything like that. So, all right, everyone's got to go. So I just stated about that. Thank you.
You guys both believe that physical education should be required, but I don't feel like it's the school's responsibility to make sure we're active. I think it's more or less our own or our parents' responsibility to make sure we're active. Because I know when I'm forced to do gym in school, and like when I get up in the morning and I have to go here and exercise, I would much rather just do it at my house. And doing it here kind of makes me not want to exercise.
It's a great opinion. Thank you.
The
Emma.
same thing at home. As soon as you get
Come on, it's Emily. Emma popped up first. She popped up first. Go ahead, Emma.
I said no, some people have health issues and should not be required. I said students already play sports outside of school, and I feel like school is for learning and not, for the gym. And if you don't want to be active, that's your own choice. You shouldn't have to listen to someone and stuff. Yes, it teaches you like goals and rules and stuff like that, but it's your own choice to be active.
It's a great opinion. Thank you, Emma. Brennan. Pop up fast, man.
Don't take the class.
Let's do more formal. What are the, real quick, like I said, let's respect the opinions. Go ahead. Restate what was said before.
Which one?
By Emma. By Emma or by Emily? Whichever one, because they both had the same
I
opinion.
said, I agree that it should, if you do it at home, that's fine, but if, it's a required class, you only take it once, but don't take it again. It's not that, I don't know. Taking it one time in a semester is not that bad. I don't understand.
Okay.
If you don't like it, don't take it.
That's Brendan's opinion. That's good. Go ahead.
Brennan said
Doesn't
that
mean no homework for that.
Quiet, please.
it's only required for one semester, and he's for it. I am also for it. I believe that without this class, some kids wouldn't necessarily get the opportunity to experiment in sports that they might want to try. So not only does it teach you lessons, teamwork, and work ethic, it also gives you a chance to explore new routes in your life.
It's a great viewpoint. Thank you, Brendan. Go ahead.
I thought what he said was, I like what he said about like learning, and stuff like that. I had that. I think physical education should be required for at least one semester throughout high school, and as good since they sit around all day at school, and then go home and then you eat a snack and then do homework and then you eat dinner and you have no motivation to go out and be active, so it's a good chance to. But I also think that for some kids it lowers your self-esteem because they might not be as fit as the other kids, they might not be able to do like things that other people can, and they might get made fun of or be picked last to be on the team.
Great point, with the ball set, thank you.
Does no one here believe in evolution?
All right, no.
I believe.
Let's, we're getting off topic. Go ahead, thank you.
I agree with her. Like, I don't think it should because some kids are just not athletic, so they might be embarrassed if they're like the last one to get picked or something. So, yeah.
No, it's a great point, yeah, thank you. Go ahead, Patrick.
I agree with them because it teaches you how to work as teams sometimes. It teaches you how to work together. It teaches you rules and how to follow the rules and how to be active with other people and how to just help out other people to help out people during like a sport or messing around. You can always help out someone.
Yeah, that's a great point, Patrick. That makes sense. All right, we're gonna keep going, people that haven't gone.
That's what Legos are for.
I agree with
Working
them
together,
because
making our
Quiet, please, quiet.
it shows that you can like, do something and maybe you enjoy to do it.
Yeah, it's a great point.
I kind of agree with Waldo, too, with the fact that it's good for your health, because it kind of like it's an anger releaser for some kids.
Yeah, it can be that point for some kids, yes. Everyone needs to go, so if you haven't gone yet, let's restate. Go ahead.
I agree with Brendan and Judy because we can also learn different workouts that you didn't know before.
It's a great point, thank you, Jordan.
I also agree with, I forgot his name.
Good job, man. Hey, it's fine. This is how you learn. This is how you learn your classmates. That's fine, that's great.
And I don't agree with her because, like, I agree that kids need to learn how to play sports, and if they enjoy it, they'll play it, or maybe play it. But if we all know most kids probably aren't doing it at home, so we have to at least keep them in shape and at least try to at school.
Thank you, Leonard. All right, go ahead, first one up.
I agree with like Brendan because it'll test like their strength and
Stamina?
their agility, yeah. And it'll let them be active at least one class during the day.
Yeah, thank you, Jessica.
Stamina.
Beck?
I agree with what Emily said earlier, that if you wanted to exercise, you could exercise at your home without like having to do it here, because you might just not want to do it here like at all.
That's a great point, Spencer, thank you.
You don't like here.
I agree with everyone.
Quiet.
Well said.
Quiet, please.
Lots of people have like sports outside of school, and many people also experience physical education like in middle school and elementary. And if they don't like it there, then why do they have to move here? Because they've already experienced it a lot.
It's a great point.
Here's my
Yeah, what? Quiet, let's.
I don't agree with Emma because I feel that physical education is a need and not a want.
And that's, hey, that's his opinion. Go ahead, John.
with him. It should be your opinion to do.
Should be, you think it should be your choice, but not, so you're saying it shouldn't be, quiet, please. You're saying it shouldn't be required, it should be a choice if you want to do it or not?
Yeah.
Perfect, all right, thank you, John. All right, thank you, Mike.
I agree with Lenny, like, a lot of people don't exercise at home, so like, it's good to do it here at school.
I agree. All right.
Guilty.
Everyone needs to go. There's still a lot of people that haven't gone. I agree or not? Pop up. Thank you, go ahead.
Pop up the jam,
I
pop
agree
it up.
with how said that physical education should be required since keep them active as a team, just sit at home and use their technology.
Yes, it's very true, Angela, thank you. First one up.
I
Justin,
agree
go ahead.
with her, but I also feel that physical education also teaches you like what to eat, like how to eat right too. And it also like if somebody's quiet, maybe you can like help them like speak more because like you have to work with the team.
Thank you, Justin. Go ahead. Going? Are you ready to pop before? No? All right. Everyone needs to go. Just push. Thank you.
I agree with Jalen, and I think that it should be required because some people might not have time to do it at home, so it gives them a chance to get their exercise in school.
Great point, Joshua. Thank you,
Josh.
All right. So some other people haven't gone.
Here's two.
Everyone go, please.
This whole table here?
Opinion.
Someone go, come on there.
I'm just paraphrasing.
I have
Why-
a mixed opinion on it, where I believe it should be kind of required, but I believe the individual should choose for themselves.
That's a fair opinion. I
Way to
mean,
go,
that's,
Thomas.
that's one of the main things with it. I mean, it's like I said, guys, when, especially anything that you're debating in class and stuff like that, that's the point of debating, everything like that. It's your opinion. There's no right or wrong with it. There's no reason to, I mean, get upset with someone else's opinion. That's their thoughts, that's their prerogative. So that's something to go with. What? Pop up.
Alright, well, I agree with him because it helps kids stay in shape and whatnot, but then there's like kids that aren't comfortable with doing it in front of other people, so like at home, it's kind of like mixed, but.
Childhood obesity.
I agree with Thomas because like, you have your own opinion on it, like you don't, if you wanna do it, then you can go ahead and do it, so
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Thank you, Trevor.
I agree that it should be required because it may encourage kids to be more active than they already are.
Great point, Trevor.
I guess no one believes in
Got
that.
a couple left to go. And one more that hasn't gone. Pop up for me, please. Don't point at anyone. If they want to pop up, I need one more person to go for me that hasn't popped up.
I'm not pointing, I'm just waving my fingers.
There's one more. We only got 4 minutes left in class.
Come on, Dad.
One more kid. Come on.
No, Donald, back strut, no, back strut, no.
All right, hey, you quiet. That's fine. That's fine. We'll move on from there.
It's
All right.
fine.
Real
Don't worry
quick,
about it.
I want to bring this back, and then we'll answer that last question, just about what you guys liked and disliked about the lesson. The main thing I want to point out about this lesson, and what I was trying to get across here, is that your opinion matters. It does, because I'm getting ready to be a teacher in less than a year out of my own classroom and stuff like that. And regardless of what you guys might think sometimes during the day, teachers care about what you have to say, what your opinion is. Whether you agree or disagree with whatever the teacher's saying, I mean, you should have the respect, and they have the respect for you, I believe, that, you know, it all matters. All right, and that's same with your friends and stuff like that. You may not always agree with someone, even when you get older, but the main point is to be respectful of whatever they think and go from there. All right, so what I need you to do before we leave is fill out that last question and be honest about it. Obviously, there's not going to be any penalty or anything. If you didn't like anything about the lesson, put that down, and I need you to be honest with me. It's helping me become a better teacher and hopefully run a better classroom. So, from there.
You want us to pass these to Mo?
Yes, when you're all done.
You can't run for your life.
It's okay.
Thank you. That's all right, I can't either.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, as these are getting passed in, since we only got about 2 or 3 minutes left, I just want to say thank you for participating, being respectful, voicing your opinions. It was great to hear, and I'm excited to read what you had to say about the lesson. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I just want to hit the camera. The red button on the front of the video, actually.